Welcome to Success Stories in Steuben County, created and implemented by the fourth grade class at Pleasant Lake Elementary, edited by Austin Van, and supported by the FIST grant and MSD of Steuben County Schools.
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Success Stories in Steuben County. I am at Pleasant Lake Elementary School. My name is Noah. Today I am interviewing Joe from Bike and Soul and finding out how he became successful. Hi, thank you so much for coming in today. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you very much for having me.
So first, just tell us a little bit about your job and what you do for a living.
So currently, I own the little bike store uptown. The Bike and Soul is the name of our store. We bought the store. My wife and I were entrepreneurs in our community, and we bought the store in 2015. And when we opened the store, we had both yoga and bicycles. And then as the bike business grew and as the yoga store grew, we moved the yoga studio out of our bike shop and then during COVID, we moved away from yoga, and now we're just a bike shop in town.
Could you tell us how you became interested in your job?
Well, I've always loved bicycles. I remember even when I was, my first job, I was in third grade and I had a paper route, and I was too little to ride my bike and deliver newspapers, so I had to pull a wagon until I figured out how to hook the wagon to the back of my bicycle, and then I'd pull the newspapers in my wagon with my bicycle. But I remember going to bike shops when I was a little kid, thinking this was the coolest thing in the world. And then I knew the man who owned the bike shop in town, and then he gave me the chance to come and buy it from him when he was getting ready to retire. His name was Bob.
Were you planning on getting this type of job when you were younger?
I would say that I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I was younger. It would always have been a dream job. I never thought I could have done it as when I was maybe in middle school or something like that. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, and so I had different career aspirations, things that I wanted to do. But when I had the chance to do it, I jumped at it.
Did you have good grades when you were in school?
I had pretty good grades. I would not say that I was the best student in class. A lot of times the teacher found it necessary to put my desk next to her desk because I might have talked a little bit too much or, got a little bit excited. I don't know if you ever get your desk moved up next to the teacher when you got a little bit too talkative. Yeah, so I do that sometimes too. But yeah, I think I had pretty good grades. Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in school, and has it helped you in your job at all?
Well, I think that I love school. I really did. I loved being in school, and I loved my science teachers. I remember one of my science teachers, Mr. Brewer. He was so good, and he just helped me to love science. And then I had another teacher, Miss Epley. She was my fourth grade teacher, and she helped me to love to learn how to read. And so I think different teachers, because of their love for different parts of education, helped me to love that part of education the most. And so I had a great math teacher when I was in high school, and he helped me to love geometry. So I really I love learning. That's one of the things that I think every day I try to learn something new.
Who was your main influencer and guide in life?
Main influencer and guide in my life? Well, my dad for sure helped me to have a good work ethic. So I always had to work, I always had jobs and stuff like that. So I feel like that a lot of my success has come because of my willingness to work hard. God's really important to me in my life. And so I really try to, treat other people the way that I would want to be treated. Try to live by the golden rule is, treat other people the way that you want to be treated. And I think that one of the things that has helped me be so successful is, Jesus loved everybody, and he loved them always. And so that's what I always tell everybody: who are you supposed to love? And I tell them everybody. And when are you supposed to love them? I tell them always, no matter what they do, just love them always, and then you can't be wrong. So I would say my dad, God, and then a lot of my teachers were huge influencers.
How did they influence you?
I would say that my school teachers influenced me a lot. Even when I didn't do well, they encouraged me. They helped me. If I was doing bad at something, they would help me get to where I needed to be. They knew that I wanted to do good, but sometimes I just didn't have it figured out yet. And I think that they helped me by encouraging me.
Has there been a main obstacle in your life that you are willing to share?
Sure. Let's see, a main obstacle. So I think that for anyone who is a business owner, who is an entrepreneur, a lot of times it's resources, and it could be financial resources, like having enough money to open a business. But I think that what I've learned is that luck, like they talk about, boy, you're lucky, you own the bike shop. Boy, you're lucky, you own the movie theater, right? Boy, you're lucky, you have the pizza shop downtown. So people think that that's luck. And I think I'm very lucky and fortunate to have all those businesses. But I also believe that, and I tell people this, and I've said it forever, is that luck is when opportunity and preparation meet. So I try to make sure that when an opportunity comes available to me, that I'm already prepared. So the guy wants to sell his bike shop. Well, I'm prepared because even if I don't have enough money, he's willing to sell it to me because he knows I'm a good business person, because I've read the books on business and I've shown myself to be faithful in doing business. So usually in any type of business venture, the obstacle usually is the financial resources that you might need to be successful. But I grew up just like everybody else. I mean, there wasn't like that. I had all this money to open businesses with, but I just got worked hard and got blessed with great people that were willing to invest in me.
What are some of your main qualities that have helped you to get this job?
So, main qualities. I think that liking people is my ability to talk to people, no matter if they're your age, 4th, 5th graders, or if they're grandparents. I can talk to them about bikes, and I can talk to anybody in between about bikes. So it helps me to be really successful. Willingness to listen. I think that I tell people that you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. And so I think that you can get a lot more, by listening to what people want rather than telling them what you want.
That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for coming and sharing lots of advice about how to become successful. I learned from it, and I'm sure other people have too.
Thank you for having me.